Hello, welcome back to the channel and the ongoing saga of Ray Fisher's Cyborg and kind of all of that good stuff. Just for a brief recap, because a lot of people asked why I didn't, well, like, was I going to do a video on it or anything like this? Jason Momoa came out and did like an Instagram story. I think it was an Instagram story. It may have actually been an Instagram post. I don't know, but the semantics behind it, it doesn't, who cares which it was. I came out and said I support him, basically, and said people need to be held accountable and things like this. I'm not going to do like an update video every time something drops. Like, currently, still no actual update has happened, if that makes any sense. So there's very little reason behind doing an update on that. I get that there is still, there's definitely some information there. I mean, yeah, cool, Jason Momoa stands with him, whatever. No one else does. No updates have been given. We still don't know anything. And as much as I've, my stance on all of this has always been exactly the same, is that it's perception. So what one person deems to be abusive or unprofessional behaviour, without knowing the details, someone could just be being a pansy. That's always been my stance. So we still don't know any details, so my stance is still the same, is that everyone may still be being a bunch of pansies, basically. But there has been a bit of an update now, and it says Ray Fisher is apparently mad over a lowball offer of Cameo for Cyborg in the Flash. Apparently that's why all of this started, because you ask yourself, like, weird timing, right? Why now? Why not a few years ago? Why have you been sat on it for so long? Do you know what I mean? Like, it is odd timing. Now, that may come into it because Zack Snyder's Justice League was there, or the fact that some NDAs are up, or some kind of contractual obligations are up, right? There's a few reasons why, but without knowing the specifics, it does seem like odd timing. So apparently, Ray Fisher's recent crusade against Joss Whedon, Jeff Johns, John Berg, and Walter Hamada, that's played out on Twitter, might be due to his unhappiness with the size of Cyborg's role in the Flash. It's all just all rumour at this point in time. But apparently the Wrap say that they've got two insiders with knowledge of the situation. They've said that the actor himself was only offered a very small cameo role in the upcoming DC Comics movie. And according to their insiders, Warner Brothers has not heard back from Fisher's team since that time, and Warner Brothers didn't comment, but Fisher's team did issue a statement. So they've issued a statement, not actually denying it, which is funny, but Warner Brothers haven't commented. So their statement was, Mr. Fisher is and has been under contract with Warner Brothers Pictures since 2014, said his people at Paradigm Agency and Management 360. They continued and said, per the terms of that pre-negotiated contract, the option to include Mr. Fisher as the character of Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, has always rested in the hands of Warner Brothers Pictures. Now that does actually sound like them saying, hey, he has a contract, so yeah, he can turn up for more, but it rests on Warner Brothers, one, offering him the role, but then also offering him the right amount. They haven't denied anything, which is quite funny, really, as a statement. Now, the statement by Mr. Fisher's team didn't touch on the Flash, or the size of Cyborg's role, or the state of negotiations, but a lot of these things you do need to read between the lines. Per the terms of a pre-negotiated contract, he's optioned for more movies, right? So he has to come back if Warner Brothers ask him to, if it's in the contract with a set negotiation, right? So it's a pre-negotiated contract. They might have turned around and said, well, actually, mate, we don't want to pay you that much anymore because you're only going to be in it for a small amount. And that what follows is he has always rested in the hands of Warner Brothers Pictures. It is funny, isn't it? Now, the Wrap notes that actors who sign on for superhero movies nowadays usually have multi-picture deals. That's perfectly legitimate. That's actually completely the case, and is why the likes of Joaquin Phoenix never that's why he hasn't done a Marvel movie, because he doesn't like to sign on for sequels, which is why we are now starting to hear of a sequel for the Joker and not previously, because he was never contracted for more. Now, Fisher met with DC Films president Hamada about The Flash and his creative objections to the script. Hamada has elucidated in Warner Brothers' statement on Fisher, his claims and the ongoing investigation had to explain creative differences are part of the process. Now, there was another report, actually, which came out and said that he's now... what is it? He's officially asked Warner Brothers for to change the investigation due to the purposeful lack of transparency and in some cases blatant lies on the part of Warner Brothers Pictures and the third-party firm hired by them to investigate Justice League. An official request for a change of investigator has been made of Warner Media. Okay. So as to protect the witnesses involved and the information they possess, I strongly encourage any and all that have been contacted by the current investigator to respectfully decline to interview until a truly independent third party is engaged by Warner Media. Okay. I mean, look, so this is another update. The state of the investigator. I find this really surprising how everyone is so quick to just suddenly believe everyone. I always say, and you could be anyone, any colour, any creed, any sex, gender, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But you always have to have a healthy air of skepticism until further facts are revealed. This business of this investigator, we actually don't even know what the issue is with the investigator outside of anything that has been stated by Ray Fisher. And that is concerning, you know? That's concerning. Why is it only Ray Fisher that's saying this? And yes, of course, Warner Brothers, definitely, sure, they're going to lie as well, 100%. But both parties have a vested interest in, coming out of this on top, and it's important to remember that. So there's nothing really here, which is again, there's no update here specifically with this. I mean, what he's asked them to say, change an investigator because he doesn't agree with them. He's already even said that, it is a third-party firm. But he said a truly independent third party. What? But it is a third-party firm hired by them. So what's the issue? What? Just because you don't like it? What? What is the actual issue? You've already said they are third party in your own tweet. Now you're saying a truly independent third party. Why are they not truly independent? Tell us. Tell us why. But anyway, it continues a bit further with respect to all of these allegations of apparently just the Flash cameo anyway. So Fisher met with him, and then Fisher's social media maelstrom and onslaught of allegations began right after that meeting on June 29th, which is interesting, right? So he had the meeting about appearing in the Flash and creative objections and things like that, and then boom, instantly started doing commentary against Warner Brothers. Now, healthy air of skepticism. You look at that and you go, right, well, he does appear a bit salty then, doesn't he? Weird timing, is a bit salty. And then it continued a bit further and further and just more and more stuff non-stop. And yeah, there may be some legitimacy behind it, being belittled and admonished. Again, I've been called up for just saying the most silliest of things to people, and people are like, "Oh, you're belittling me," and it's like, Christ, really? It's like, what? Unbelievable. There's a lot of this which is purely perception, and when you keep that in mind, that's when you can look at this with a purely objective view. We need to know more facts. And then he goes on about this, to date the independent firm, but you have said it's an independent firm, has conveniently avoided contacting key witnesses, probably because they were looking to get some information first from the key parties involved, then go to witnesses, and then go from there. So there's not an awful lot else here, I don't know what to think. I don't know. Warner, Whedon, Johns, and Berg deny all according to the Wrap, but Fisher has a vocal supporter in co-star Jason Momoa. The Aquaman star shared on Instagram, serious stuff went down. That should be investigated. Interestingly, the Wrap revealed a restart on the Cyborg solo film might have been part of the deal for a cameo in The Flash, paused around 2016 and taken off the schedule after 2017. Fisher's war with the studio could very well put it on hold for good. Yeah, probably. getting tagged in a trash article. And this is the thing, so Fisher responded to that report and said, getting tagged in a trash article, $0. Oh, what's the money value? What? Being able to watch that article get universally flamed more easily because you were tagged. Priceless. Oh, okay. A MasterCard reference. Okay. Anyway, we're getting... Flash is going to be start in March. So we'll know more then. But there's a bit of an update. I still remain skeptical on it all, actually. But let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We're Mr. H. Have a great weekend. Take care.